Alrighty, guys, welcome on into Booby's World with Daniel Booby Gibson. No Roth today. I'm Nick Padone, so it is truly Booby's World. Booby, what's going on, man? It has been a minute since you've been here in Cleveland at the Burt Lakefront Airport Studios. What's going on?
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be back. Obviously, all smiles because we got that thing done out there in Vegas, man. We was able to win that championship. And to see just all the guys just put all the work in through mini camp and then seal that deal with that championship, man. It was just great to be on the floor with those guys and seeing them all celebrate that win because they worked so hard to get it done.
Yeah, what was that like? Especially a lot of the guys we know, bubble guys
Right.
that are trying to compete for a roster spot on the Cavs, if not compete for a roster spot elsewhere, compete for a spot in the G League. So how cool was that? Because those dudes we've talked about off air, on air, just how hard they work day in and day out. So how cool was it, especially for that bunch that you worked so closely with all year last year? How cool was it to see him finally get that done?
Yeah, man. Well, it's been a while since, I've won a championship, so just to actually be on the stage and see those guys hold up that trophy was fun for me. But like you said, man, the Summer League can be tough, and it can really turn into a selfish game. Everybody tends to get out there and play for themselves and not really worry about making the right plays and making winning plays. And so to have a team go out there and after they had a solid campaign last year in the G League season, to come back and have that camaraderie and put it all together, man, it was really good to see. Sam showed out, Isaiah showed out, the kid Craig Porter came in and did his thing, and my guy, Amani Bates. It was just great because coming in, obviously people were saying this and saying that, but to see him come out there, hold his composure, and just shine and do his thing, didn't try to do too much, stay within his game, man. I think he let the city of Cleveland know, and he let the NBA know, and they all did, that they are talented NBA players, and they should get a chance in this league.
Now, I know you gave Amani the shout out there. Do you have an MVP, or it could be multiple MVPs of the Summer League for the Cavs? Like who did Booby Gibson's MVP award go out to for the Summer League performance in the championship game and just the whole season?
I mean, but it just had to be Isaiah, man.
Yeah.
I felt like Zay really showed that he belongs in the league. I call him Baby Joker. He got that big Joker game where he not jumping high. Well, should I say he not jumping high? He banged out on my guy for the Rockets. But
there was a few times too where it was a couple close misses.
Yeah. Let me not say that. But just the way he commanded the team and then the energy that he brought to me as a leader in the locker room too, like telling guys where they needed to be, I felt like that's what kind of separated him to me as like the MVP and the catalyst for that team being able to win, because he held all those guys accountable. There were times where he would check Sam or he would check Imani or even Craig. And so I feel like Zay was that guy. And then under my sleeper, Craig Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think about it. We had Sharif Cooper for the first 3 games. We didn't have him for the last 3. And so somebody had to step up and still be able to get guys shots and get guys the ball. And Craig Porter, I think, showed that he could play the 1, the 2, and them bunnies is crazy. My boy got some hops. He's an explosive, sneaky athlete that I feel like with a good training camp might be a guy that can actually earn some minutes this year for the Cavs at that backup PG spot.
And Booby, it feels crazy to say, but basketball season's low-key right around the corner. The schedule just dropped yesterday. Preseason kicks off October 10th. Is that exciting for you, or is that just like...
It's so exciting because the worst time of the year for me is September and August. Just nothing to do. I'm a basketball junkie, so I like to be able... They got to come up with something. Maybe And1 need to come back or something for these months. You got the WNBA. I give them that too. But even them, they're about to be done too. So I feel like we got to... I'm waiting for us to come back, and seeing the schedule drop really got me excited because now it feels like it's here.
Not that big of a football guy, Boo? No,
not
Booby
that big
Gibson fantasy.
I tell you a quick story, man. I was in the 8th grade. I was finna get ready to go to high school. It was cold outside. I caught a pass over the middle. Boom! He hit me. The helmet hit my knuckle, and it was just so cold out there. I told myself from that day forward, I'm never touching the football field, and that even make it hard for me to watch football games because I'm just it just took the life out of me as a football player and fan that day. I've been inside playing basketball ever since.
That's a lot of fun. Obviously, the Cavs schedule did just drop earlier this week, opening up things on the road against the Brooklyn Nets, home opener against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Cavs getting a lot of primetime love,
I want to see that, yeah.
So what were your thoughts? Did you get a chance to glance over the
I haven't really, like, broke it down, like, game for game, but
Yeah.
I did see, like, some of the key moments. I see everybody loving the Knicks revenge opportunities. I believe that's Halloween. They get the opportunity to try to come back and show what we worked through this summer. And then I'm actually looking forward to that first OKC game.
Okay.
Because I feel like
home opener.
You know, it's the home opener, and I feel like both of those teams are young teams that feel like they put young cores together.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good test to see like which young core is ready this year to take that next step and maybe get into the playoffs or get into that next round.
You guys got that trip overseas this year too.
Ooh,
a little different.
France. Yeah, what is it?
What is it where like what do they eat out there?
That's all I got for you.
Bagels, it's
I mean, but for baguettes, what is it?
French. Yeah. We got to brush up, man.
I'm finna go out there. Just give me some French fries, man. That's the best I can do. I think they do. Yeah, they got. Is French fries?
I don't think so. I think that's
French fries French.
No, because I think that's just. I think that's.
Wait a minute. So all this time, what are French fries?
You want me to Google it?
Man, listen. Well, I want to know why we call them French fries then.
Are French fries from France?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, it pops right up.
In the comments.
Despite its name, the French fry is not French. The origins of the French fry have been traced back to Belgium, where historians claim potatoes were being fried in the late 1600s. So they're really Belgium fries.
Belgium.
Use that at your next.
It's just so much. Why are we told so many lies in America? Like, we believe so much stuff that's not true. Like, and I love French fries, but they're not even French. I don't know how I feel about that.
Moon landing, real or not? You ever hear that one?
Nah, I watched on Netflix. What is it?
They got something on there about that?
Nah, it's probably not. It was like a cartoon about a 10-year-old that went to, what is it called? I forget the name of it, but like supposedly he went first. So it's just so much bullshit.
What?
There's a show, man. It's called like Space Age something 10 and a half. Like, check it out on Netflix and tell me what you think.
All right, got to check that out tonight. So then what else have you been up to, man? Obviously, I know like after Summer League, you know, you've been busy just out west.
Yeah.
Hanging out, living life.
So for starters, man, I got the opportunity to hang out with my son because that shit took me away from everything he got. That was the first year I wasn't able to take him to school and do his homework with him. So these last couple months, I've got the opportunity to kick it with him a little bit more. But, you know, there's business, Booby, too. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out here making deals. And so I actually was just, before I came up here, at a mini ball company that I work with, man. And we got these actually, I brought a couple with me. We got these mini bars right here. So just imagine at your high school, y'all having a pep rally and the drum team come out and y'all want to get everybody hype and y'all want to throw these bars in the stands. Tap in with Booby, man, over Booby's mini bars. You know what I'm saying? That's my little shameless plug, man. Y'all pull up on your boy. But yeah, I just been out here making deals. We got the Better Guards. We got Better Guards, which is an ankle brace company I work with. And when I'm not working with the charge, I'm just trying to find different ways to invest and different ways to change the game with all this new technology out here.
I like it, man. I think we should get that going. #BusinessBooby.
Yeah, man. Hey, I think everybody, they kind of act like just because you play basketball that's like all you can do. That even happened with me when it came to the music. Like, they try to box you in if you're great at something, but not knowing that we can be great at a few things. That's just one chapter.
How challenging is that as an active player? Because we've seen now, like, some of these guys, obviously LeBron is like the first no-brainer that comes to mind, but like K-Love has a little wine company. Like, how difficult is that to do two things at once while you're playing? Or is it really not that hard? Because you guys do have downtime to kind of keep those other interests up. What's that like?
It's not difficult at all. The difficult thing is when you have like your owners or your coaches or your people that are people that's looking at your social media and they assume that just because you posted one thing about your wine or one thing about your music that's all you're doing. You know, as an athlete, let's just say our schedule, you get up at 9 o'clock, you go to the gym, you practice and you play, you done by 1 o'clock on a practice day. And if you want to go back again, you can still go back, but that's still 2 more hours. So the rest of those hours could be used for any other hobby that you've done. And most of us have had things that we were good at before we got to the league. But that's the thing. When people see you hooping and they see that talent, they just assume that that's just the one thing, the one trait that you should be focused on 100%. And at this stage in my career, I try to be the poster child for for guys not being boxed in, for not feeling like you gotta just be an athlete, because that chapter of your life is maybe 10 years max. And for injury-prone guys like myself, maybe 8. Yeah. So if that's the case, that's just an 8-year span of your life where people telling you that that's all you can do. Nah,
I feel like that's all sports too, Booby.
Yeah.
Like think about like the NFL. We were just talking about football.
Ooh, and that was the worst one. That's the worst one.
You got like a 2-3 year. I think the average NFL career is. Yeah. So having business priorities and just other interests outside the sport, I think is a good thing.
It's major, man, and that's what a big thing I'm trying to do with our guys is mentor them in that way. Like mentor them from the space of, you could get out there and work and put all the time in on the court, but still save a little bit of time for that thing that you might need to do once basketball ends for you, because it ends for all of us. Father Time is indeed undefeated.
Yeah, and there's obviously all sorts of stuff that you could do to stay in the game, and we like, I'll put myself in there as an example. Like after high school, that was it for me for basketball. So it was like, well, what's next?
You weren't trying to go to the league? You weren't trying to go to the league, Nick?
I was trying to play in college, but there was only maybe one school and they didn't have a journalism part. So that's what I knew that was next. Like, okay, I can't play in the league really in college except there's one school where I don't really want to go. So it's on to the next thing. It's on to media, and you like work in basketball just in a different way. So you can still be involved in the game without actually being in the game.
The game has changed so much, especially with social media. Like you could create, you could be in your kitchen. If you cook, if you're good at cooking, if you record yourself cooking every day, there's a business for you there now. You know what I mean? So anything you're good at, all you have to do is low-key record it consistently, and there might be a market for you to make money off of it in today's day age. So how can you tell somebody to just only do one thing? You know?
People joke all the time, like, when I growing up, my parents would be like, you better go outside and play basketball, get off those video games. Now we got people going to school for free off video games.
Exactly.
You could do anything now.
Yeah, man, the game has changed, man, and I don't feel like we got to stop boxing people in, and we got to give people the freedom to be themselves in any arena that they want to be in. You know what I mean? And just support whatever people want to do.
I think that's what Booby's World is all about. Another thing that
that's exactly why we're here.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Another thing, if you followed the show before, is we like doing Booby for 3. We like ranking things. We like talking basketball. Booby had given me no heads up on what this is. He said, what? We'll save it for the show. But I guess there was a conversation, a debate.
Man, I had a big time debate the other day, and I want the viewers in on it. I want your opinion on it, because I'm trying to figure it out. So we played basketball all these years, and I cannot lock down a top 10 shooters list. I get to about 7, and then I just can't do it, because then you start to want to add the scores, you start to want to add the specialists. So I want to know from the viewers, this is my top 5, right? I go Steph number 1, I go Ray Allen number 2, I go Dame 3, I go Reggie Miller 4, and then let's just go Clay 5. For a top 5, just so I give y'all something to come back with. So if I'm throwing it at you, Nick, right now, if you had to give me your top 5 shooters all time, who you got?
I obviously got Steph and Clay, or Steph and Ray. Mm-hmm. Ray Allen is my 1 and 2.
Yep.
Ray Allen, obviously Boston, then the Heat. Just one of the great. I thought he would be like hands down the greatest shooter ever before the game had evolved to where it is now.
He still got the prettiest. He's still Jesus. He still got the prettiest.
I think about the one Booby all the time when LeBron was with the Heat. I know we don't like talking about that all that much.
Hot take. If Ray Allen don't hit that shot, how many championships does LeBron get?
I don't know. That changes everything.
He go back to back. like tough losses. I don't know.
That shot changes everything because I mean, and it was so in rhythm. It was a great tap out to him too, but he was just standing there like he was ready for it.
Yeah,
like
I mean, Ray had been making shots like that for forever. So
Yeah.
hold on,
Stop
trying to procrastinate.
that's what I'm
side
saying.
check.
I'm procrastinating.
Give them to me.
All right, I'm gonna go Stephen Clay. Now, is this? I got a sleeper for you. Is this just NBA or is this college?
We talk about NBA all-time shooters.
I was about to slide. I think they know. I was about to slide Jimmer Fredette on my list.
Listen, bro, if you try to put Jimmer, listen, I'm finna cut the tape. We done. We not having this shooting conversation ever. You just try to put Jimmer Fredette in the top 10 shooters all time.
All time, if we're talking college and pro.
I'm talking period. Stop playing with me.
Period.
Stop
I think he's in my dude.
Stop
you gotta
playing.
go watch some of that BYU tape.
So
I don't know who they were playing.
Go talk to Chris Mullin. Go talk to Larry Bird. Go talk to them guys first before you.
So Larry's realistically on mine somewhere.
So Larry. So when it got to Larry, I was questioning myself with it because he did so many other things. But then when you go back to him in the 3-point shootout, it's like, do he belong in the top 5? Yeah. The way he walk off without even looking at it go in. You know what I'm saying? So I put him in the top 10
because that's an iconic NBA moment too. Yeah. Like
Bird got to be there.
Yeah, Bird's got to be in there.
See,
Steph and Ray Allen.
You haven't given me anybody, by the way.
Yeah,
you've only.
I can't even get you 5, to be honest.
You struggling. Yeah, come on. You here. This it's an open forum. Talk to me. I got my guy over here, the back basketball player, extraordinaire. What you got?
Easy. I got Larry Bird in mind, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller.
Yeah,
that's 5 right there.
That's the 5 we do. So I'm with you. I'm rocking. I'm in it.
It's a safe 5. Like I'm trying to think
it's
of some
D5. It's D5. Like you could throw somebody in there, but I mean that 5 most people gonna say.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's where my trouble starts is after that. What do you do after that? Who's your 5 after that?
I don't want any sleep on Kyle Korver.
But Korver to me is in that group right after 10 though, like, because there you go. Then you got Capono, like you got all these guys that were like specialists for their teams that fit that same kind of mold. So I don't disrespect them.
All I know is Korver had one of the nastiest heat checks I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen better heat checks, but it was a nasty one. His was nasty. You go disrespect Steph like that? Have you seen a Steph heat check?
Oh, he's number 1 for sure.
Yeah. Look, not only you over there Googling it,
I'm Googling some lists just to see who people are
Craig
saying.
Hodges that he won 2 NBA titles, but when you put him in there?
This list has Clay.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. So that I just want the fans got to help me out, but it's hard. Huh?
Dirk got to be in there.
Dirk was one of mine. Yeah. I had Dirk. I had Peja was another one I thought about. Stojakovic. Drazen Petrovic was another one I thought of.
What about the kind of like the catalyst maybe behind stuff a little bit? What about Steve Kerr?
But he was, to me, Steve Kerr falls in that Korver range. Yeah. That specialist guy that you got open and made shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was. That was kind of what he was. You know, he was a role player.
He's knockdown shooter,
but
his numbers aren't gonna be up there with the guys. You know what I'm saying? We talk about.
It is a hard debate because like list, the 5 that are no brainers are.
Did you get the 10? You didn't get the 10. You didn't get the 10. Nobody gets the 10. It's really hard. But I'm gonna throw a curveball in here, man, because you know what? I really hate the disrespect that Trae Young gets just overall, bro. Like overall, he averages maybe a double-double. He went to the Eastern Conference Finals not that long ago. Everybody that guards him is a nightmare. I don't know what people be saying about off the court, but I never hear him in the top conversations of point guards, top conversations of shooters, even top conversations of players. And so to me, like even in my top 10 of shooters, to me, Trae should be creeping into the conversation. But nobody even brings my boy up. So I'm trying to figure out where the Trae Young slander come from. And I just want to give my boy his flowers because his numbers are pretty close to Luka's coming in. But every year, for some reason, Luka's finna be the MVP the next season coming up. But Trae is nowhere to be found. But Trae, keep doing your thing, man. I'm a big fan. I feel like you the best guard in the East. So I feel like you should get your love, man. So shout out Trae Young.
All right, I tried to slide Jimmer Fredette into my list because I thought we were talking just shooters ever.
Yeah.
I got one that I
Disrespect Trae
can't.
Young,
I
you
can't
disrespect
believe
everybody.
that we haven't brought up a dude that's literally 7 foot and is pulling up for 3, and it's because of all the other things that he does. Being one of the greatest players in the league right now.
I said Dirk.
Kevin Durant.
Oh no, but see, no, you know that's my dog. That's he, but he was on my list too. But I also had
Because he
KD
does so much else.
as a scorer.
Yep.
But he definitely could be in the top 10 of shooters.
I think he's in top 10 of shooters just because
Yeah.
at that size,
'Cause
he was
even-
one of the first guys that started doing it at 7 foot. To
Yeah.
be a handler, a ball handler
right.
like that could do his own thing and,
You right.
and shoot up from 3, like he was one of the first. Like
So I would say after that 5 I had at first, and KD could swap out of there for any of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, but those guys are like the pure shooters. But then you got your KD. I would say KD, Dirk's right behind there. What was the other one we just said? Damn, I forgot. Damn, it gets tough, right? Bird was the
Bird,
other like
yeah.
mandatory. So that's 8 like that you
Yeah.
probably gotta have in there.
yeah,
Was Dame in y'all's?
he could be. I mean, the argument
He
is
is.
there.
It ain't no argument to
Yeah.
me. What are you saying, bro?
So he's
But-
so,
so
but
who-
then that's what I'm saying. So 9 and 10. So one of those is Dame, and then you got one more guy all time.
That's what I said. Stop disrespecting Trae Young like that. But I don't know who I would put in there, man. There's so many great shooters, but I just feel like it'd be a great conversation to have, and I'm curious to see what everybody else think. I mean, those are my 10. But with it being so many great shooters of all time, like your J.R. Smiths, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why can't we come up with a top 10? But I'm curious to know what everybody thinks.
I saw a tweet, and I think we might have to save this till next show because this is a good enough debate in and of itself.
wanna know.
But speaking of J.R. Smith, because this is my answer,
Uh-huh.
who has the best hoops mixtape that never won an All-Star? It's J.R.
That never
was an
All-Star.
NBA
never was
All-Star, but just the coldest YouTube highlight mix.
It gotta be. But see, you can't. Obviously, if he wasn't, but with them all in there,
Everybody.
That John Wall tape was crazy.
But he was an All-Star.
I just said if you put them all in there, because who wasn't though? Who are you comparing? J.R. Smith? Who were the other guys?
Just the best.
Wiggins
athlete.
had
Wiggins
a
is
nice
cool.
tape.
Yeah. Crawford.
Yeah. Wait, you said Jamal Crawford?
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford? Yeah. I gotta get Maul on the show. We just talked recently. I think Maul will be a guest on the show soon. He's one of my 6-man mentors growing up, a guy I looked up to. So I think he'll be somebody dope to get on the show real soon.
Yeah, definitely. And fits the bill of like when you look up just old YouTube highlights, like that's one to just throw on.
Jamal is like one of the most, I can't even say underrated because people know how good he is.
Yeah.
But he's definitely one of the most underrated
Just like
players of all
smoothest
time.
players ever. Like, just like
It's like 3 guys that I played against that like made a move on me while I was on the court where I had to like check my ankles and check my body and make sure everything was still working together. It was Jamal Crawford, James Harden, and Derrick Rose. They all hit me with something on the court where I had to question my ability to play defense. I didn't, yeah.
James Harden really had a
But see, we talking James Harden at
OKC.
OKC. Yeah, well, he downhill.
6-man. That's 6-man.
I'm ready.
Harden too,
We
yeah.
both coming in at the same time. He was at the free throw line. He hit me with an in and out, and he went to step back, but he was still going that way. Yeah, I was still going. I was still going that way. But it happens to the best of them. But Jamal Crawford, James Harden, and D Rose, yeah, they made me get back in the gym.
That's fun stuff. Booby, got anything else? Wrap this thing up.
Man. I'm just glad that we got the opportunity to get back, man, and chop
Yeah.
it up a little bit. And I mean, it was fun to be us too. I miss Ralph. Ralph, come on, baby. We miss you in the booth. But yeah. This was a great show, and it's been a great summer, and I'm looking forward to the season rolling back around.
Yeah, definitely. And we got a bunch of more fun stuff in the works for you guys. Got some fun interviews potentially on the horizon.
Man. We
mentioned
got a
Jamal,
few
but-
guys, few special guests, man. Stay tuned. My guy Ant Henderson is on the way, man. He got his movie the show Winning Time is about to premiere soon. So we do a lot of things with Better Guards, so it'll be fun to have him on next episode.
Yeah, so we'll got a lot of stuff in the works. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Booby's World. He's Daniel Booby Gibson. I'm Nick Padone. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.